goal of the Chazarah is actually to know it. I don't care how fast we go. I don't care how slow we go. And the point is to know it. So on that note, let's
just
continue.
an idea.
Please.
What about then, like Reb Elia? He during his Chazar phase, he had to wear
Great.
levushas each person.
Whatever works.
That might be more of a push for
whatever works for anyone. I am here. I'm happy to learn. I'm happy to listen. I'm happy to just learn myself. Whatever the wants. Whatever wants to sit and learn the chavrusa bechavot. Please. I'm not. I mean honestly. You do it every night. No, you're right. It's true.
To me, my own personal thing,
it's true.
It seems like there's more of a push for a guy to come if he knows he's going to learn B'chavrusa and he's going to learn each night Chazarah.
Could be.
When if it's just a sheer in Chazarah, people don't feel like, I already learned already. I can mention.
Good. So.
Happens to be though, Yaakov Steinberg, Baruch Hashem, had almost the full.
He told me. He told me it was rocking. Okay. So let's go. So also with that note, who's reading? Amar Mar. I'll put you on the spot. Amar Mar. No.
All right.
B'yoyim afilu b'Shabbos.
Amar Mar b'yoyim afilu b'Shabbos. Right. So that was one of the prices.
The pasuk said that you take it b'yoyim
afilu b'Shabbos. Means even on Shabbos on the first day.
Good.
Well, actually, we learned that from another Yom Tov Rishon Bava. That's from Harishon. Okay. But b'yoyim afilu b'Shabbos. I lost the place for a second.
Michti.
Michti. Tiltal ba'amahu. It's just tiltal. It's just muksa.
So what's the kasha?
Why do we need a pasuk to tell us that it's Doicha Shabbos when the only issue is muksa?
Meaning, if it's a derabanan, you don't need a pasuk to push away derabanan. That's in your timeline. Makes no sense. Sukkim are daraisa.
So Itzri the Mishri tiltal. Sorry, Itzri the Mishri tiltal. Rava leinitzra elo the Mishri lulav. The preparation of lulav, the cutting the branch, the cutting off the esrog,
good,
whatever you need for the preparations for lulav, which would be daraisa. That you need the pasuk to tell you. Even in those scenarios, it's Doicha Shabbos. We'll leave the Itana. Taka goes going to Itana. The Tanya lulav v'chol mashir of Doicha Shabbos. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. My time with Rabbi Eliezer. Amakra b'yoyim afilu b'Shabbos.
Beautiful.
What does Rabbanon do with b'yoyim ma'avidlei? What do they do?
What's the kasha? Let's just speak it out. What's the kasha?
Rabbi Eliezer held that the use of the word b'yoyim afilu b'Shabbos works to tell you that even the mechshrei lulav.
But according to the Chachamim, that hold what? That the mechshrei lulav is not Doicha Shabbos. So what do they do with b'yoyim? Important detail.
By day and not by night. That you sit in the sukkah by yoyim.
No,
you use lulav by day and not by night. Rabbi Lezer by yoyim v'loy b'layla min. So what does Rabbi Lezer do? How does he learn by yoyim v'loy b'layla? Where does he learn that from? Naftalei misavit the Let's from the end of the pasuk. V'esmachtam l'fnei Hashem lakechem shivas yomim v'loy leilos. It says days and not nights. But Rabbanon, if the source was going to be from there, by Yom V'loy B'layla, from the end of the pasuk, Hava mina leilith yamim misukah. I would have thought you would learn yamim misukah.
That was
yamim v'afilu leila. It's just like by sukkah, it's yamim and night. Afkan by lulav nami yamim v'afilu.
And that's why the Rabbanan hold
that it Yom Vafilu B'Shabbos is by the end of the by Yom V'Layla is what they learn, right? Thank you.
Good.
And not by Yom Vafilu B'Shabbos.
Good. So now that we mentioned the potential to learn it out from Sukkah, the Gemara says, where do you know that from? The Sukkah Gufa.
Rabbanon Sukkahs Teishu Shivas Yamim Afilu Leilis. Atam Yamim Afilu Leilis. Oh, Yamim Veloy Leilis. You're saying it's Yamim Afilu Leilis. What if it's not? What if it's
meaning the Torah said
maybe it's just Yamim and not Leilis. How do you know it's one but not the other?
I mean, how do you know it's Yamim comes to include Thank you, Rav Nasi, because yeah, I did.
We've been handling
Yeah,
this for like
yeah. For 6 months, we've been talking about how we needed pencils. I told him.
I also took some to bring it in, but I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. I think my wife even knew she bought a whole package just sitting in my house, but they never made it here. So, Baruch Hashem, Nasi took care of us. So again, so how do you know when the Torah said Yom and there's two ways to say it? It can be Yomim and even night, or Yomim and not night.
Right.
How do you know which way to go?
Vidinu, and it would taka make sense that it would be Yomim v'loy leilos. Because Nemer kan Yomim v'nemer b'lulav Yomim. It says by Sukkah Yomim, and it says by Lulav Yomim. Malalon Yomim v'afil leilos. It's just like over.
You jumped. V'loy leilos. Malahala.
Yomim v'loy
V'loy
leilos.
leilos.
Afkan Yomim v'loy leilos. Malalon is talking about Sukkah.
Lulav. That's again. Remember Lulav Yamim. So just by Lulav Yamim V'leilos, maybe also here. Oi or Klach L'derech. The opposite. The Gemara doesn't know which way to go. Why? What's the question? Klach L'derech zu. Nemer kan Yamim v'nemar
Sukkah Yomim and Nemer Meluim.
Meluim Yamim.
Malalon by Meluim. It's Yomim v'afilu leilos. Afkan Sukkah Yomim v'afilu leilos.
So basically, we have 3 sukkim, and we just don't know what to do. We have Lulav, Sukkah, and Miluim. And how do we know which way to darshan the word Yom?
2 of them.
One is afilu, and one is not. Exactly. Which just by the way, just opens their mind. They're like, it's a little bit. I don't want to say bothersome, but like the Torah used the word yomim, and in different contexts, it means different things. It's just a little bit complicated. So says the Gemara. So nira lemi daima. So which one is it comparable to?
Something that you judge it by a dover where the mitzvah is all day long.
Me
Dover from another mitzvah that where the mitzvah is all day long.
Good.
Right? The common denominator is the mitzvah is all day. Sukkah has that. Meluim has that. And don't learn it from something where the mitzvah is only
which is
one time.
The greater thing.
Which is lulav.
Right?
Oi or
flip it around.
Good.
Go something that's going to be for the future generations, which is sukkah.
Good.
Which is lulav, also something goes to a and don't learn from miluim, which is not. We do not have miluim anymore.
So basically, we're messed up. We don't know how to learn it. What is the story by lulav? Is it like sukkah or is it like miluim? In one way, it's like sukkah. In one way, it's like miluim. Says the Gemara,
Teishu Shava. We learn Gzeir Shava from the words Teishu, Nemarkan Teishu, so Nemarkan by Sukkah Teishu, Nemer Beluim Teishu, Malalon Yom Avil Leilos, Afkan Yom Avil Leilos. So Taka, we needed to do a good old Gzeir Shava, and Gzeir Shava will tell us concrete that we learn Sukkah from Beluim. Teishu, it's Yamim v'loy
Yamim v'afilu leila.
We said before we couldn't do Yam.
Because that's
the
problem.
Know if it's one day.
We don't know which way. We don't know which way it goes. That's why it says Gemara, Teishu, we find another word to learn the Gzeira Shava. Mayurdik. Arava Shiva Ketzad. Know who's next?
I'll go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it next, so just so you should know, maybe you should stop it.
No, it's Thursday. So it's okay. By the time Sunday comes.
Sunday, I don't feel bad about anything after that. Arava Shiva Ketzad. Arava B'Shvi my time at Shabbos. Why is Arava on 7th day of Shabbos? And Rabbi Yochanan today the first mashim in a Torah to be referring that this is a mitzvah right sense in a Torah. So if so, we will not live the first mashim in a Torah. So why daf Rava? Lulav should also be able to be Deicha Shabbos. Say Lulav Zeir.
But again, let's just be careful because we could get caught up over here.
On the 7th day, but Yontif is not
good because Lulav on the first day is Deicha Shabbos. So the kasha is Lulav on the 7th or any other day. Let it be Deicha Shabbos. Good. Because Varzim in the Torah.
Say Lulav Zeir Mishum Rabba. Lulav has a Zeir because of Rabba that you're going to come and carry it on Shabbos.
Ask a Shabbos.
What?
And ask a Shaila.
Either to ask a Shaila or to figure out how to shake it, and that's why it's not Deicha Shabbos.
If so, that we have this
Concern, good.
How many why don't we have the same concern by Arava? So you say Aruba Shulchay Bezdin Maisila. Arava so Shulchay Bezdin
Are the ones that are bringing it.
Lulav Chomas. So Lulav, everybody brought their own.
Good.
So if so, call Yom and Nami.
No, just I want to point out something fascinating. I don't think we ever really pointed out. Shluchei Bezdin are bringing the Arava. What are they bringing it for? So we're about to have a whole debate. What do you do with that? Oh, we're about to have a whole debate. If you take the Arava or if it's surrounding the Mizbech. If it's Shluchei Bezdin, then what is it?
They're taking it. They're
No,
not
They're
not Kahanim.
No, but if they're taking it, every year has to take it. They bring it to the Mizbech
up until the Mizbech
Good.
situation.
So Rashi here throws in something fascinating, which I don't think you read in the Gemara. I think when we all read putting by the Mizbech, that was a debate that we're going to see later on.
Can't enter the.
That was a debate we're going to see later on. But what's I was saying? When do the Shulchan Bezdin bring it? So when you read the Gemara, you would think they're bringing it on Shabbos, right? Because what was the whole kasha? Why aren't we worried about Gezer Derabba? So the answer is, there's no worry because Shulchan Bezdin. So when you read the Gemara, you think, when are they bringing it? Shabbos. Says Rashi, no. Fascinating. Look at Rashi. Rashi is, I don't know, 13 lines into the narrow lines. Shulchan Bezdin Ma'isila Mem Ayin Shin May Erev Shabbos.
What's the issue?
Ulemacharas, and the next day, Einoi mitzvah l'chol adam. It's not a mitzvah for everyone. Elo kohanim akivim mazmzech.
Right there.
So Rashi,
one is mitzvah for everyone.
Right. Good.
So what are you doing? Why do we have to say that? Oh, we're not worried about them bringing it on Shabbos.
Good.
Bezdin. It's
Good.
not on Shabbos anyway.
So Rashi
Just say it's Kahanim.
So Rashi's learning that when the Gemara answers Shluchei Bezdin, what it really means is that the whole design of Arava we're not concerned about. That's how Rashi's learning the Gemara, which is incredible.
It's never going to be brought on Shabbos.
Correct.
Why don't we design Lulav this way?
No, because
the same way we told everyone to
wait. Lulav, right. Lulav also, we tell everyone to bring it out of Shabbos. Talk the whole
no
thing.
So good. So that has to do with the Gemara further. That has to do with the Gemara further as what is the design of Lulav. In Chanami, right now, we're concerned. No. What am I talking about?
What the design? The reason we don't do it is because Kadeh
Don't
to the Bucky.
So what's the answer?
Everyone make it part by design. The same way we made we made everyone bring it to the Beis HaMikdash before. And then we stopped it because things got violent. So we say everyone bring your lulav and asar to the Rav's house before.
No, so we're still worried. That's the reason that even if you were to bring it Erev Shabbos, once something is lachol masur, it's given over to all of Klal Yisrael. There's a concern. That's the answer of the Gemara. That's what we're pointing out, that Rashi's learning something fascinating. That when the Gemara says it's Shluchei Bezdin, it doesn't mean Pashib Shat that the Shluchei Bezdin are doing it. It means the Shluchei Bezdin bring it Erev Shabbos, and on Shabbos only the Kehanim do it. Really, all it means is that it's not every year that's doing it.
Why don't we say the same thing about Megillah and Shofar?
That is every year doing it.
No, every yid has a chiyuv.
Oh, very good. Everyone has a chiyuv. Everyone has a chiyuv. You might not. You could be fulfilling your chiyuv by someone else blowing, but you have an obligation.
Not like that.
No. You see something incredible. No, Arava is that the Aravas have to be brought to the Beis HaMikdash and put around the mizbeach. Zehu. And once that's done, I can sit at home and chill, and I don't have a problem.
Then there's you're going to be asked the Rava. We don't know what is it. Is it Rava of the Lulav or Rava?
So right now, correct. Right now, the Gemara is assuming some of that Rava the Mizbeach, and the Gemara is saying the differentiation between a Rava and Lulav is a Lulav is done by every single yid, and a Rava is not. Which again,
if Bezdin or the Khan don't do Arava, then Klal Yisrael doesn't get the mitzvah.
No, they do the Arava because they're going around.
No. Yaakov's asking something else. Yaakov is asking. No. Let me explain to you what he's asking. What he's asking is as follows. He's asking that just like shofar is a mitzvah on every single person, be'etzem, Arava is also a mitzvah on every person. Just you don't have to do it because someone else does it for you. So he's asking, correct, but he's asking that it's be'etzem on every person to do it. So why is it no concern? So the answer has to be that because one person or a group of people could do it for Gans Klal Yisrael, we're not concerned. But you're right. It narrows It narrows the differentiation. I agree with you, but that's what we need to know is that he didn't.
Another difference. Maybe you don't. Not everyone has to be there in order to do it.
That's also true. Correct. That's also true. Very good. That's also true. But what we see here is again very important. The Gemara says that Shluchei Bez didn't bring it, which we would just learn. I'm sorry, this is just my ADHD kicking in. I apologize. I was like staring at me like, what am I doing? Anyways, the Gemara is learning Shluchei Bez didn't bring it, but Rashi is telling me it doesn't actually mean Shluchei Bez, and it means they do it. But more important is that not everyone does it. Okay, weiter. Rabbi, you're in the middle. Iachi, frakti Gemara.
So any day that Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos, we should that is Shvidei Shabbos.
Good.
But the Mishnah said
Only Shvi answers the Gemara.
Actually, do we love? So you're gonna come to ask questions regarding the
Meaning what? Meaning what?
Please clear up. No.
No. What's also Vakfuki Belulav? That we're worried that if a Rava were to be Deiche Shabbos every day, you're going to think a Rava is better than Lulav. Lefakfuke means a pickpocket is a question, but it's more like a degradation. That you're going to come to say, oh, Lulav is nothing. Why is Lulav nothing? Because look, a Rava is Deiche every single day Shabbos, and Lulav isn't. So because there's going to be a global lack of chashivas for Lulav, therefore we can't do it. Says Mar, okay. Oh, the first day. Good. It's not going to be clear why. What? What's not clear?
What's that? Be Lulav or this? What's the reason? Are you doing it for Lulav?
Oh, meaning because let's remember, why is a Rava being Deicha Shabbos? Not for a Rava, it's fascinating. For Sumei Mitzvah, to show what you're doing. For Sumei that it's from the Torah. So if it's being done on the same day as Lulav, you're not going to have that pure sum because you're not going to know why it's being Deicha. Amri, Loi Mucha Milsa, why the Gemara explains. Oh, they're going to think it's because of Lulav. Period. Ask the Gemara, V'litzchi b'chad me'anoch. So why day 7? What about 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6?
First day, 7th day,
Bookends. Iachi.
So then even nowadays we should do the same thing.
It should be Deicha Shabbos.
Back in the day, they knew when Yom Tov now we don't really that so.
Because we just don't know what day it is.
It's normal that the Gemara asks the same question over and over again.
Yeah. That's stylistic. Listen, if you had to memorize Kant's Shas without a page in front of you, you'd also constantly ask the same thing. It's the way to, keep on coming back to the same point is Kasha Teretz. Says the Gemara, Kyasabar heads, Doesn't happen that Shvi Shal Arava, that Ashana Rabba. Good. Guess what? It did. But wasn't Deicha. So now, if it's not Deicha, what's the problem? Vela Kasha, we're back to square one.
Why are we saying that the mitzvah of Arava is
good?
Standing it up.
Good. Period. So the Gemara changes everything. So now, Eisvei Abayi. Lulav Arava Shisha Vishiva, said the Mishnah. So the Gemara now is asking a kasha. We just said, what's Arava? Zikifa. Says the Gemara, really? The Mishnah equated Arava with Lulav. So it would seem, which by the way is a very funny Havamina. I don't know if it bothers anyone here. Just because it says Lulav Arava Shisha Shiva means it's similar to mitzvah to Lulav.
Well, we even go back and forth to say maybe the Arava is the taking of the Arava with the Lulav. I'm saying there is a back and forth thinking is one to the other.
Why? Because the Mishnah listed it with the Lulav, that shows us that the mitzvah is similar to Lulav? What sheikhs? I don't know. Whatever. The Havamina bothers me. My love says Gemara, kill Lulav. It's like the Lulav. My Lulav ben Atila, Rav ben Atila. Answers Gemara, no. Midiaria, Ad Kedisa, Vakisa. Another kasha. Esvei Abayu. Choyom Akivan is Ve'er B'Machas. You surround them there one time. Voisayoim, and that day, Sheva B'Amim. My lad, what are you walking around 7 times? Ba'arava. So what do we see? Nachmo, we see it's been a tila we're taking it. Loi, it means Ve'lu, love. Ay, V'amar Rav Nachman Amar Bavua Be'arava. Says Gemara, Shkayach. Amrli, who Amr L'cha Ba'arava? Va'ana, Amina, Be'lulav. Gemara concludes, Itmar, Rav Laza Amar, Be'lulav. Rav Shlomo Nasan Amar, Rav Chanina, Ba'arava. Chanam Rav Nachman Amar Avua, Be'arava. Period. Let's stop over here. And let's, once again, try for a Mayritika Shabbos Chazarah. Guys, let's, whatever. You don't have to use the check boxes. I personally like checking boxes. I feel good when I check a box, which I tell you. So let's, Well, let's just get the Chazarah strong. Mirtzeh Hashem.